Hey guys, I'm Koko. Welcome to Help Will Come Tomorrow. This is a survival game where you control a group of characters that have been stranded in Siberia after their train went up in flames. Now the story takes place after the October Revolution in Russia, so, quite some time ago, more than 100 years ago, and because of that, all of these characters are politically colored. Let's say it that way, yeah. And each of these will have their own opinions, and because they're from different spectrums of politics, they might not agree with each other on stuff, and so on and so forth. But they're all in this together, and they have to survive, and we shall help them survive against the harsh winter environment of Siberia. And lack of food, lack of water, lack of shelter, and also the danger of wild animals and those that have blown up their train. So, now you get the idea of the premise. I'm playing this on GOG, but it's also on Steam, and it released roughly a week or two ago on these two media. So, yeah, you can check them out there. I think the game is roughly 20 euros. So, let's start a new game. Let's get in there. We're gonna go with survivor difficulty, something in the middle. The way it's optimally balanced with the aspects of survival and the story are equally important. So, let's begin the game. That's very loud, actually. We're all passengers in this speeding loud train, divided into classes, quarreled and confined in our compartments. There was someone's story hidden in each of them. War, escape, adventure, fight for change. Subcutaneously, whatever that means. However, we all felt what the end of the journey could be. At that moment, all divisions disappeared, and our stories merged into one. Yes, indeed. Here we go. I'm sorry, that was pretty loud. Alright, so let's see who we have. We barely escaped death. Okay. Can you hear the shots? They're killing other survivors. This is a replay from Znamiensky Square. The Tsar supporters are opening fire to the proletarians. You're talking nonsense. They're just thugs or deserters. Don't talk so loudly because they'll hear us. We've run a long way. I think we can take a rest here and the snow will cover our footprints. Alright, so we have Grigory Dmitryevich, Dmitry Sokolov, Alexei Rabinovich, and Sergei Ivanov. So, welcome, guys. Now, interesting, we have 4 dudes. The first time I tried this and I played through the tutorial, we had 2 dudes and 2 ladies. So, it looks like stuff like that changes as you play. So let's introduce our characters and let's look at what we have. So over here we have Dimitri. Right now he has a twisted ankle. He's gonna have a limp if you don't fix that. He is slightly hungry and he is slightly thirsty. He has 2 action points. Each character can have up to 3 per day, and with injuries and such it goes down. Then we have the bearded guy, Alexei Rabinovich. He is sick. Great, his health and morale shall be lost every night. That's a problem, because we don't really have a way to heal him right now. Let's actually click on them. So, Dimitri is aristocrat. We don't know about his traits yet. These we will learn through stuff that happens. That's his health, that's his morale, and of course he has these things. Relationship. At the start they won't have any proper relationship because they don't know each other. They're just random players on the big train, so they don't really trust each other. They're not friends, and they don't give each other credit for their capabilities. And about the story, this man looks like a high-rank officer. There's a determination in his eyes. Okay, and then we have our boy Alexei Rabinovich, who's a revolutionary, so he definitely doesn't really go well with the aristocrat. He is sick, yes, and we do know about his trait. This character takes everything personally. Their morale constantly drops. Wow, great, good stuff. his relationships and his story. This man looks like an educated person. It's worth listening to what he's suggesting in this difficult situation. Okay, that's good to know. Mind that nobody has any proper clothing as well. This guy also, you know, looks like it's proper. Grigory Dmitrich, he's neutral. We don't know about his traits. He's drunk. A drunk character does not change their morale and has a small chance of failure on the actions they undertake. You know, we are in Russia after all. And he's slightly hungry. That's his relationships with the others. And by the smell and appearance of this gentleman, you think that the shortage of moonshine can worry him more than the disaster and the frost. Good stuff. And the last but not least, we have Sergei Ivanov, neutral. He's also neutral. Okay, so we have two neutral boys. He's distrustful. Initially, this character has lower confidence than all other characters. Okay. He's in shock. He's gonna lose some morale when performing an action. Okay. That's his relationships. He actually has a bit of a friendship with the other neutral guy. Okay. The sturdy boy looks like he had been on a military service recently. So now we know stuff about them. So over here we have 5 places that we could work on. So we have a campfire, shelter, palisade, quarantine point, and workshop. And with all of these we're gonna have to deal with it, right? We start with some beans, apparently. Edible seeds, okay. We have some cigarettes, we have some vodka, and we have some water. We have 1 string and some rags, and we have no tools. Now, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna clear the snow from this campfire. So let's get maybe our main dude over here to remove the snow. We don't have a shovel, so he's gonna unsnow this thing. It gets him tired, he loses his 1 action point, but he's gonna find some materials, some sticks and stones, and some bark, it seems. And some needles that will help us to create a campfire. Now, to create a campfire, you can use 1 character with 3 action points. You can use 2 characters with 1 action point, and that's what we're gonna do. And each building you can create makeshift or solid. Solid, you know, is gonna... the guys that are building solid structures will get credit with the rest of the boys. If you just build makeshift, you know, it's gonna be lower quality. It's not gonna be so good. So I'm gonna combine the drunk guy and this guy, because these guys are neutral. They don't trust each other yet, but hey, at least they're friendly. So over here we now need to provide this amount of wood that we see these pips down here and structure, and we need a stone. So we're gonna try to build a solid one. We're gonna start sticks. Okay, we can do sticks, and we have enough stones. Each stone counted for 3 points, I think. Yeah, so we just used 2 and then 1 is left here. I think the game at the start gives you enough to build a solid campfire. So this is gonna be the predicted quality. He better not fail at this. So you see, as they're building stuff together, they lose some morale, they get some friendship, they lost their points, they trust each other, comp morale just dropped, and see, we just uncovered 1 trait. This character has the chance to regain AP while cooking food. Well, it's good to know. And he's a handyman. This character knows the makeshift. All camp structures built and developed by them have high quality. Okay, good. So he really should be our builder. That is good to know. Okay, now that we have built campfire, we have a couple options over here. We can upgrade it to get a small water filter, a pot for cooking, seats, so people have a place to seat, or we can use the actions to repair, get the better quality, fraternization to improve the morale and, you know, people can talk, or we can roast an animal if you had one, get some fish, cook some fish if we had fish, burn some meat. Yeah, we don't have any of that. So the next thing we want to do is just maybe drop some needles up here for fuel. You know, so we can get higher fuel up, because they're gonna have to spend the night over here. Now, nobody's freezing, interesting enough. And the frost change will... it's gonna change after the night. You can see, right now we just have light snow. This is gonna change in a way that 2 of them are gonna be slightly cold, but nothing too bad. You know, this is kind of like when if you were playing this War of Mine, where the character's like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm very tired and all that stuff, but you're like, okay, you haven't eaten for 3 days, you're still fine. You just feed them when they're really starving, right? When it's now or never. That's how you do it, you know? You keep them in this perpetual state of being very hungry and all that stuff. And that's why we're not gonna give him thirst. Because until he's very thirsty, until they start starving, you know, if you leave them on starving, they will lose health overnight. But, you know, if they're only thirsty or only hungry, then we're good. And this guy's a drunk, of course. Now, we still have a bunch of AP and we should use it. I think since we do have a sick guy, right? Yeah, sick guy and his leg is injured. We're gonna start grabbing the quarantine post over here. We're gonna remove the snowbank. Let's see. Who shall we put to work over there? Shall we get the drunk guy and use his last point? Or let's put the educated guy for now. And he found some edible roots. It's very nice. And some pine cones that we can use for burning, some needles, good stuff. So we have now uncovered this, and we can build a bed over here, where we can gather strength and restore a bit of HP. And after that, we can then get medical tools and such. So for bed, we need a lot more needles. We need some wood, which we only have needles. We need some rags, which we also. We would have enough rags, actually. No, we wouldn't. Never mind. Because we have only 2. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so we can't build a bed, but hey, it's there. We could make a makeshift, but I don't think it's enough. So I think on the first day we'll mostly just go and see if we can remove snow from all of these places. So let's get you over here. Let's have you unsnow this. He loses some morale, they're not very happy, they're getting more tired and all that stuff. He's got some wood, he's got some pine cones, and when I said wood I meant stones. And over here we can make simple linning. This is to reduce fatigue from the boys. And for that we're gonna again need some rags, but we don't have enough, so never mind. We could make a makeshift one just out of needles. That's something we could do. To, you know, resting and fixing our fatigue issues, but I don't think anybody's really fatigued, so I'm not gonna do that quite yet. And over here we're also gonna go remove this. Let's get you over here. Unsnow that. Okay, more needles. Awesome bugs. We can eat bugs. Bugs are good. And over here you can build a workbench, and then you can start making fabric alterations, which means you can make like string and stuff. You know, so alteration, not altercation. That would be funny. You can also make knives, hammers, shovels, torches, rags, string, rope, all that good stuff. You can make tools, but we don't have any materials to make tools yet. So I think for now, unsnowing everything is the way to go. And other than that, we should get our fuel up higher. So I think at least 20. You can see with more fire you have, the camp visibility goes up, and that could be dangerous. Now over here, Palisade, we could also remove this. I've actually not played with the Palisade yet, so let's see how this goes. What can we actually build there? So we got some bark, which is good. Some sticks, perfect. So fence. Reduces damage of the camp structures caused by bad weather. In addition, it provides everyone in the camp with additional wind protection. That is always good. You know, additional wind protection, it's always good, but we need a lot more to actually deal with this. In fact, we might actually have enough to make a makeshift one. Maybe not. We could do needles, and we do actually have the ability to make a makeshift fence. But I don't think that's the most important thing over here. He's gonna be slightly cold tomorrow, but that's fine. That's okay. I'm gonna throw a couple of sticks over here. Camp visibility is a bit high, but hey. Now nobody's gonna be freezing tomorrow. I think I just did it too much, but you know, overnight some of it disappears, but the rest stays, so it's fine. I know everybody still has an AP to spend, but we're gonna still end the day. And as you end the day, you get nighttime and then they talk. So each night they can talk about 2 topics. So let's introduce Alexei. Dear comrades in misery, I don't want to worry you, but our situation is serious. No, you don't say. Given the weather and our current diet, we won't survive long without fresh meat and aspirin. We are at risk of scurvy, and a simple cold will weaken our bodies. Conservative. Keeping the old established rules is crucial for this character. Okay, that's bad. Aspirin does damn German chemistry. You look like a scholar, so you know that the primitive people lived without aspirin. And they died, not even 30 years old on average. That's good. Because of runny nose? Sometimes also because of scurvy. Must you be such a pessimist? Do you really think we will all die? Everyone? I don't know. I can see the beginning of scurvy in me. Oh, my tooth is moving. Oh boy, he's a pessimist, isn't he? It's moving because you have hit your jaw on the floor during the accident. The shock during the collision may have caused my microtraumas, which will manifest themselves soon. He's a hypochondriac. So everybody got some trust versus this guy. Yeah, that was trust. Let's introduce Dimitri as well. The situation is as follows. The enemy outnumbers you, is better armed, and knows the area. Oh, he's a warmonger. This character likes when something is going on, even if it doesn't have a positive effect. He's a... oh boy. We have to secure the area. I will determine the order of patrols and change the watch at night. Does anyone have any weapons? Captain, we are not a troop of soldiers. We will not become it, even under such a respectable command. Nonsense. The situation has turned all of us into soldiers, and the warriors need a commander. In that case, let's talk about who should take on this role. Less talk and more action. Take over the first watch, and at the dawn, we will look for sharp stones and metal fragments so that we can sharpen the purchase and arrows. Alright, so everybody trusts him a bit more. End of the day, these guys each give opinions and such. Well, less friendship with him. Okay. You can see some things go up, some things goes down. I don't think they approve of this guy much, and our comp morale went down. Oh, he's a perfectionist. The character prefers to do things precisely. The quality of their construction is higher and often gains credit. While their morale increases when making solid structures, unfortunately morale drops during the makeshift action. And after each small action they have a chance to waste an additional AP. Oh boy. Fun. He is messy. This character does not work precisely, the quality of their construction is lower, and the credit of the others constantly decreases. In return, during the makeshift action, the morale increases, and after large action, they have a chance to regain AP. So basically, these guys are directly the opposite. He should be building makeshift stuff, he should be building sturdy stuff. Or he should not be building at all. Okay, he's humbug. Trust and friendship towards this character increase at first, but then they constantly decrease. Okay. Anything else? No. Alright. We're gonna get to a new day now. And with a new day, starveling. This character's hunger increases faster than the others. Great! That's perfect. Sickly. This character has poor immunity. Better be careful because they're easier catch any diseases. Well, he's already sick. Easily dehydrated. This character will be thirsty much faster. Wow, we are discovering all these traits. Just such amazing traits. So, he is starving. He has big hunger, but not starving. Big hunger, big hunger. Well, good thing we have this edible root for you, dude. There you go. He's just on big hunger. Better. So, you can see we still have 12% fire. So, like, we lost 18, I think. And people would start be cold. Now, before we do anything else, though, we are gonna send people on an expedition. Yes, you can actually start expeditions. You can send like 2 people out there. So we're gonna do that. Let's get these 2 neutral buddies out there. You know, he doesn't give him much credit, but hey, that's fine. We're gonna send them out there on an expedition. We can't give them any clothes because we have none. So let's send them out there. And what you can do is move into these areas. Now, the loss probability is gonna go up as longer they're out there and as far as they go. You know, there's a bigger chance they get lost and they'll have to stay out there, which is bad. So, we have insignificant danger level over here, here as well, easy, average, and average. So we're definitely going to go into insignificant. Looks like there's our train. And what you can do then is search. And that's what we're going to do. We can search for stuff and see what they find. So they found some sticks, some cones, some psychedelic mushrooms. Not nutritious, but allows you to forget about the cold Siberia for a moment. Hunger decreases, okay, but I think you also get a bonus from, maybe morale? I don't know. We got some needles, we got some proper mushrooms. These ones are fine. Eaten raw, it will probably cause indigestion, but it's better than starvation. I agree. We can also cook them. So, they took that. Now, you can see the danger went up, and we know which resources over here we can find now. So, I think since it's easy, we're gonna do another search. With each search, the danger level goes higher, and you can also experience events. You found nothing? Oh, I think he failed. Since he's a drunk, I think we had a fail from him. Wow, how nice. Let's move in here. You can see the loss probabilities going up. Let's keep on searching. Okay, we found something. Blueberries, says one of you, then laughs when the other begins to look around the ground. I don't mean the plants, that's what you say about forest beasts. Look, indeed, a few insects are flying slowly in the air. They seem to be flying around the cracked stump. Carefully look at the beehive. Most of the bees have already clumped and are planning their wintering. Maybe it's worth the risk and get some honey out. We'll try it. Try to get honey. Did they get stung? Bees, however, have not been as asleep as they might have seemed. Defend their forest house with extreme ferocity, enriched by the new experience and solidly stung, you run away. Good stuff. Danger level dangerous. Alright, well, let's search this place. Okay, finally found something. Berries, poisonous mushrooms. You know, it decreases hunger moderately. But no sane person would eat that. Let's take all of that. Alright, still easy. We can find some poison mushrooms. Let's go over here. Ooh, we have another event. The frosty fog and the halo that accompanies it are certainly spectacular, but you would prefer to admire them from a safe camp, not from the middle of the forest. Snow has covered most of the landmarks you know, and because of the icing you really leave clear footprints. It's the perfect recipe for getting lost. When you pass the characteristic drifts again, it becomes clear that wandering blindly is a waste of time and strength. You need to find a sheltered place and wait out the fog or maybe all night. Oh, did they get lost? They got lost. Oh boy. I don't want you to get lost. Let's do this. What has happened? You find a place sheltered from wind and snow. After removing the frost from the ground, you can sit in the shelter for several hours without risking getting cold to the bones. Fortunately, the fog didn't let go until the evening. You will wander again in the morning. Okay, so these guys got lost. Perfect. I don't think we can do anything with them. Yeah. We can't return to the camp, so... Those guys got lost with all of our resources. What a bunch of noobs, right? What a bunch of noobs. Okay, so now... what we're gonna start working on is... I want to make a water filter. Do we have the resources for it? We can do the needles over here. And we should have a rag. So yes, we can make a solid one. And he makes the solid things come true. So I'm gonna have him do this alone. Yes. Let's upgrade that. He can do it better. He's gonna use all of his points, yes. But he's gonna make us a nice makeshift water filter. Now we do need to make a pot as well. For that we need clay, which we haven't found any for now. So there's that. We also want to put on some fuel. These needles work well. So let's go up to 30-ish. The guys lost out there are gonna be freezing to their asses, but hey, they're gonna get back here and they're gonna be fine tomorrow with some more food and such. Now he also has 3 points. Now, what could he make? Yeah, we can't make this. We don't have the resources. No, can't make that. We could make it makeshift because he can make makeshift stuff, right? We could make a makeshift workbench. He makes better makeshift things. Quality is not going to be so bad, and he's going to get bonus points. So we could do this with him, or we could go into the campfire and filter some water. I think that's a good idea, because water is something we do need. So we're going to have him filter some water. And now we get +3 water. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use all of his points to just filter the water for us. And now we have plenty of water to go around. You know, they're both thirsty. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give them stuff. Alright, let's end the day. Let's end the day. So, stroke the fire. Sir Grigor Dimitrievich is coming to us. It will be easier for him to find his way. If he was around, we would hear his singing. Alright. It's very possible that he is dead. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're so obnoxious. Grigor is definitely alive. He just got lost. He's just a very well scatterbrained person. He's a human wreck. If he doesn't come back, it's his fault. Despite the danger, he didn't quit his addiction. We have no reason to blame ourselves. For sure, we could help him, not let him continue to hurt himself. It's too late now. He must face his own weakness. Good thing we have some vodka. I miss his singing. My heart grew lighter when listening to them. If he won't sing, we'll at least sleep well. Good conversation. It's weird. Sergey hasn't come back. Do you think he would risk an overnight stay outside the camp? Yes, Sergey is gonna do that. If you come across wolves or bandits, he didn't get a say. Oh, I sound like him. No more pessimism and panic. So you admit that he may have been right in his sad prophecies. Even so, I'm glad that he is not poisoning us with his fears now. Of the two evils, it's better to sleep before death than to shiver all night in fear. You know what? I kind of agree. Poor boy. It's a pity if he did die. Maybe he just ran away. He left us to our fate, just as he had abandoned his comrades before. These are groundless accusations. Yes. Camp morale goes up. Okay, I'm sorry. And the wolves ate him. Oh, that's so much better. Alright. Yeah, the trust is dropping with the boys that didn't return. And the camp morale goes down. Okay. But they will return. Don't you worry. Expedition haven't returned to the camp. They managed to collect so much. Okay, so they're back here at the camp. Good stuff. We have some berries, poisonous mushrooms, and all that good stuff. We could send them out there again, but let's first look. He's shivering. We do have some bad colds, don't we? He's freezing. He's freezing. Yes, we're gonna light a larger fire for the night so these guys don't freeze. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, but that's the last thing we want to do. Big thirst, big thirst, big thirst, big thirst. Starvation, 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 starvation. Okay, everybody's starving. Everybody gets an edible root or mushroom or something like that. Unless we can actually do some cooking. Can we make a pot? We could make a makeshift pot because we have no clay. No, we can't make it. Alright, so no clay for us. So no pots. We gonna eat raw food. Grab an edible root, dude. Still starving. You. Grab an edible root. Still starving. Okay. Not poisonous mushrooms. Let's get a berry to each of these. Still starving. Wow. He's big hunger now. Okay, good. You get a bug. Big hunger. Okay. You get a bug. Yeah. Then you get a mushroom. Wait, did he just eat all the mushrooms? Did we only have one? Excuse me? He's in big hunger. We had more than one mushroom. He's starving. Eat a bean, dude. Oh, he eats more. I'm gonna give you a psychedelic mushroom. He's now hallucinating. Character has a good chance of failing any action, but in return increase their morale. Okay, they're all in big hunger now, which is good. He's sick still. He has a twisted ankle. There's some freezing going on, so we definitely do need to take care of the fires. And for that, let's drop some sticks. Yeah, I need to drop some more sticks. Because otherwise they're gonna have issues. Now, we could build something to protect them from wind, you know? We do have the AP. The question is, can we do something at all? This is protection from cold, so making a solid shelter wouldn't be bad. Now, we don't have that. We can make a makeshift one. So let's get him making a makeshift one, and you can help him, I guess. Yes, you guys don't like working with each other, that's fine. Start making it. Did he injure himself? He injured himself. Oh, come on. That's no good. That's no good. Makeshift shelter. Done. So, he got a hand wound and he's bleeding. Congratulations, dude. We can't fix you. You know that, right? Now, over here we can make a simple cover. Provides everyone in the camp with a bit of wind protection. Bed or blankets. So for this one, if you made it makeshift, we can make it makeshift. Okay. Let's get you. He's already wounded, so might as well, right? Let's make a makeshift shelter, and that should give them a bit of cover. I hope. I hope. Alright, you guys need a thing, and that's important. Okay, there you go. So he is still gonna be probably freezing. He's bleeding all that stuff and we can't really help him until we make this a thing. And we definitely can't make it right now. No, they can't even make a makeshift quarantine post. So for now, you guys will just chill. You know what? Just because I like you all, I'm gonna give each of you a drink of water. Because that shouldn't be too hard for us to get, you know? Since he's still freezing, and he will continue freezing, we're gonna give him some vodka, and that should fix it. Still freezing, but he's not gonna be freezing after that. So, he's got some vodka, you can enjoy that. For hunger, we're gonna have to go out there once again, and I think that's something we should definitely do. So, let's do a shorter expedition. Let's get him out there. I'll give you the drunk guy with you, maybe? Sure. What could possibly go wrong? So let's see, we have average danger, easy, insignificant, easy, easy. Let's go here. It's where those dudes got lost last time. Alright, they got some poisonous mushrooms, roots, stones, cones, needles. Take it all. Okay, average danger. Let's go over here where it's easy. Ooh, we have some nasties over here. These guys could cause issues if we ran into them. Found some scrap metal. Good. Canvas, bugs, needles. Good. Canvas we can make into rags. We can also use the scrap metal to make knives and such. So that is useful. Let's go over here to this easy zone as well. We're gonna search this one and then we're gonna return. Oh, nice. Sticks, canvas, moss, mushrooms, string, mushrooms, and more scrap. We still need clay. Clay is something we definitely do need. Alas, there was no clay in any of these nearby areas, which is unfortunate. See, these zones are dangerous and risky. We're not gonna go there. That one is deadly. Alright, let's go back to the camp. There you go. They have collected so much, brought back so many good resources. He's still bleeding. That is unfortunate. But I don't think there's anything else we can do over here. We do have a lot of good stuff. Well, a lot. We have some. You know what? Have a psychedelic mushroom, so you're not gonna have so much issues with your hand wounds and such. Yes, end the day. Okay, boys. Let's, we still need some introductions, so Grigori, introduce yourself. Let me introduce myself, Grigori Dimitrich. I presume that none of you has pickled cucumbers. No, probably not. Are you asking seriously? Do you realize what situation we're in? Drunkard. This character likes the hard stuff. When sober, they can lose morale at night. When drunk, their morale increases. Poor dude. Of course I'm aware of that. We're damn far from the distillery. But what is this jabbing me in my side? Come on, baby. Come to your uncle. Everybody trusts him a bit more. Oh, he found a vodka. Nice. Now, Sergey, you introduce yourself. Are you coming back from the front, soldier? Me? I'm not a soldier. So a scholar or priest, perhaps? The farmhand would not be in the train compartment. I admit that in our situation, I would be very happy to have any military person with us. You have this guy. This is the past. My division ceased to exist. When the Bolsheviks came to power, they will withdraw all troops from the front, and when the idea is instilled in the proletarians of their countries, no war will be necessary. Yeah, how did that work out? You think they will come to power without a fight? The war will probably never end, only the battlefields and banners change. He knows. Go to the devil with all that. Everybody trusts him a bit more. Okay. Friendship with him constantly decreases with everybody, huh? Yeah, I don't really like him that much. Poor dude. Poor dude. Alright. Combat morale is really not good. We gonna be dying soon. Campfire is under snow. Oh, great. We got snowed in, boys. That's okay. We can find some resources hopefully out here. Wait, did that destroy our distillery as well? Oh, I did forget to add to the fire, didn't I? I'm a smart person. Okay. Did this. I like doing things here. Okay, no, it's still here. Good. Thank you. It's still here. It was just Snowden. It was just Edward Snowden. Okay, he's fatigued. Okay, he should be able to rest over here. Right, we can do a rest. We can get him in here. He's just gonna rest there. He's gonna chill. Right, Alexei Rabinovich? You rest there. We're gonna drop on some wood, but for now we're just gonna take it easy. We still want clay, that's definitely a thing, but we really need to do something about this place. We don't have materials for it, do we? Could maybe make a makeshift one. Because we now have canvas. Rags are not good enough, but the canvas would work. For sure, and we can then do this over here. We can make a makeshift quarantine point. He would be the one making it otherwise, but he's resting right now. Okay, you two combine. This is gonna be really bad. Just don't fail me, dude, okay? Don't fail me. Alright, so we have a makeshift that thing. And over here we can gather strength. You get some HP back, basically healing. But what we really want to do is medical tools. Bandages and all that stuff. We need sharp stuff, which we have. And we can do stones over here to make a makeshift. How about a solid one? We can make a solid one. This is really good. Okay, let's get him on this. They really don't like each other. Don't you fail me, dude. Okay, let's make a solid medical tool thing. Alright. Alright. I have a feeling my dudes will not survive long. Okay, so now that we made this, right, we should be able to do wound dressing. And we do have wounds. Let's get him out of there. So he has a hand wound. He's fatigued. He has a twisted ankle. We're gonna feed him all that stuff, but, you know, chill with that for a bit. So we do want to put him in here. Oh, he needs... For wound dressing, does he need an AP? I think so. Yeah, okay, so he'd need an AP to heal, so we'll have to do it tomorrow. Fair enough. Now let's see. What do they need? Starvation, big thirst. Starvation, shivering. We'll fix that. Starvation, starvation. Everybody is starving. So we do need to feed them. Everybody get a root. Yeah. Can you eat there? Hopefully. Okay. Everybody is still starving after eating a root. Let's give beans to this guy. He eats a lot. Okay, he's just on big hunger now. Shroom for you. Shroom for you. Shroom for you. Big hunger. Big hunger. Big hunger. Okay, they're all good. They're all good. No worries, boys. No worries. Alright, so... we don't really have enough AP to send anybody out there. I guess we could send him alone. And let's go into the easy place over here. Ooh, encounter! Damn, your leg is in the worse condition than you assumed. Oh, right, he's limping. Shit. You have no feeling in your toes and the pain has moved to the metatarsus. But you cannot show weakness. You're responsible for these people, and as soon as they know your condition, the morale will drop and they will stop listening to you. You saw it on the front too many times. You plan to find a solid stick and start to support with it as soon as you disappear in a wooded grove. However, as long as you are in the sight of your companions, you don't want to show that you are limping. You bite your teeth and take even steps, although you know that it strains the tendons on the calf. Grab a stick and let your leg rest. Yes. Do that. Crowd morale went down. A good leader knows when to say enough. Well, they will see you in the moment of weakness, but at least their leg will be whole. Hopefully that's gonna heal his leg. Maybe? I don't know. Go search this place. Find me something. We need clay. We found some bark and some needles. Alright, average. Let's pop a bit further out here. He's gonna get lost, isn't he? It's so terrible to wade through the virgin taiga alone. On a dark evening, you try to walk in the soaked soles of your worn shoes silently. You often stop and listen to the voices of the mysterious forest bushes. Is it the crackle of brushwood under the foot of one of the thugs? Is this the cry of a forest bird? Is that the growl of a starving beast? You stop every now and then, hold your breath and strain your eyes and ears to the limit. This time it's safe, but you know that in a few steps the situation will happen again. Further hiking alone does not make sense. It will be completely dark soon. There are still several hours of walking to the camp. You must stop and arrange some makeshift shelter. It's a pity that you don't have any companion here to share some story and thus have more comfort at least. So he got lost very quickly. Alright, well. We'll end the day over here. Unfortunately he got lost, but hey, sometimes it happens. The captain is missing. It was to be expected. He has had us as a bait for the renegades. Come on. Maybe something has happened to him, dude. Don't think so. Dmitri likes to boss everybody about, but he's no cynic. He says what he thinks. If he set us for shooting, he would first indicate where to sit and assign roles. That's a good one. I forgot about the campfire again. God damn it. Oh my god. Maybe something has happened to him or he can't see the camp. There's no star in return. I forgot about the goddamn camp. Ah. Well, I'm not moving from here. If you want to go looking for him, go ahead, but I do not advise it. If good intentions could help us, we would be now drinking hot cocoa in Vladivostok. Alright. Good spirit. What a cold night. We should make a round of moonshine to warm up. Yes, I agree. Do you have any alcohol? We should rather keep it for a rainy day. If the thugs get us today, there's no point saving for tomorrow. When drink is in, wit is out. If you get too intoxicated, the watches will go to hell. We won't get out of this trouble in one piece if you go crazy. We must stay positive and distracted from reality. Let fate decide then. Right pocket or left pocket? Right. Right, show me, Grigori, what have you hidden there? What a shot. Two bottles are clanging against each other because of the cold. Camp morale goes up. We got 2 more vodkas. One sip, one hurt. Let's go. Oh, what is this? Inferno liquid. Not my drink because I found it in the luggage compartment. Maybe it's not exquisite brandy from the St. Petersburg salon, but for this land, it's a real delicacy. Alright, I trust him more. Well, unfortunately, I again forgot about the fire. Good stuff, really. It's like my first time playing games like this. And the commander or captain got lost, which is also unfortunate. And people are going to be freezing their asses off now, which is also unfortunate. He did return, brought some stuff, and we have an event. Freezing point. In the morning you notice the absence of Grigori. That's strange because usually the sleephead gets up last and doesn't like moving away from the fire. Maybe he had a call from nature. You call quietly but there's no answer. He doesn't seem to be around. The snow swept aside suggests that Grisha was busy at night with some supplies, but which way could he go? The snow on the ground is well compacted and there are not many visible traces on it. Has the drunkard had taken some of your belongings and fled away for good? Let's search. Oh, camp morale is down. He has died! Oh no. It's because of the fire, isn't it? Within a quarter of an hour, everything became clear. Grigori went to a nearby valley and had a lonely libation there. Unfortunately, now he is stiff. He died with a smile on his lips, clenching his hands with the last empty bottle. You bury the body in silence. The dead are spoken only well, or not at all. Well, good stuff. I screwed up majorly. In any case, I do hope you enjoyed this bad preview of Help Will Come Tomorrow. Check it out on GOG or Steam, whatever your preferable way is to do so. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Check it out. And for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Koko out.